First of all, the Pacific is heavily dependent on trade to meet their basic needs, food and medicines, as well as machinery and equipment if they were to move into manufacturing and so forth. This has resulted in an acceleration of imports and a growing trade deficit for most of their countries. To balance the trade deficits, the Pacific countries would need to strengthen their exports to reduce the trade deficits. And this is why and in increasing exports, the standards aspect is very, very important. The second point that I wanted to mention, the Pacific has a lot of market access to a number of trade arrangements that they currently enjoy under the Spartaca with Australia, New Zealand, the interim EPA with the European Union. So access is not the problem. The problem lies with the regulatory requirements, and standards is a particular issue for them. There was a project on fisheries eco-labeling that was undertaken in 4 of the Pacific Island countries, and which culminated in a regional workshop that was held in February this year. And that was a very useful exercise, a very useful project to bring all of the countries to the table, including the regional organizations. Those studies identified various gaps that need to be addressed by the countries. And the other advantage about that particular project, the inclusion of our regional partners who are working on different aspects of fisheries standards in particular. So countries are already embarking on trying to implement some of the results of that project to comply with eco-labeling and also to address the illegal, unreported and unregulated fishing issues that the region faces. The other project focuses on establishment of kava standards. Kava is an agricultural product that we used to export to the European Union in the 90s and in the early 2000s. Exports from the region amounted to around $200 million for kava exports. And then the kava ban that was imposed by some of the European member countries actually restricted and prevented the continued exports of kava. So that has been an issue that we have been trying to address over the years, and we are very glad that this project, the TBT project, is now assisting us to address that problem. Through the scientific analysis on kava. Hopefully with this project we will be able to address the standards, the international standard, and that will open the way for more exports.